You want a blanket?
So you'll have an emergency pizza. We need it roast.
No?
There you go. No matter the reason.
I hate to go away.
That's some aspirin?
Free pizza.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Pauline. How are you feeling today? Oh, Sherry, I was just here yesterday. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year's. Oh, I'm sorry, Erica. How did my... Oh, it turned out really well. Let me go get it for you. So it turned out really well. I used a fabric marker to draw on the face. And I did outline all along the green. I quilted, machine quilted all along the green. And then, you probably can't see it. In the border here, I did some curly cues, some squigglies. It's not showing up real well. And then this is the back. And I pulled the back around to the front to finish it off. So I'm going to work on that either later tonight or in the car tomorrow when we're on our road trip. I thought I was going to do buttons for the eyes, but I decided to do the fabric marker instead. And I think I want to put a little bit of blush on the cheeks just to give them some rosy cheeks. So yeah, just about there. Almost in time for our deadline on Monday. Self-imposed deadline. But what I'm coming at you today, yeah, road trip to Canada. It's gonna feel like we're going to Canada because it's flipping cold here. Stephanie, we're going to Central PA. And if you guys want to follow along, I don't know if we'll be live or not, but we're going to see another TikToker. Two TikTokers actually, TikToker and her husband. We're going to the 1870s studio. You can follow them here on TikTok. If she goes live, or whether I go live, I don't know. If she goes live, maybe I'll just go on her live. But if you want to follow along, the 1870s studio. So Erica, I am taking Priscilla and Morton. I told them that I would bring some stuffed cabbage. It is cold here, David. I just came in from outside. Aw, Anthony, I appreciate that. I won't even get sarcastic and say you need to get your eyes checked. Hey, Nerderly. Or am I looking forward to going back to work? Yes and no, Shannon. Yes, Cindy, I am. I have one. I already boiled one small head of cabbage. Typically, this will only take one head of cabbage, but I wanted to have a little bit extra. This is a big-ass head of cabbage. I have some water on the stove. This outer leaf is, it's got a hole in it, so we're not going to use that.
I'm taking notes of Dark Slow.
You're taking notes? Who said that? So yeah, I wasn't sure how bad these leaves were going to be, so I did get two heads. And a lot of times you can't find big heads of cabbage at the store, but I lucked out. So Cindy, I already have hot water on the stove in a big ass pot. And it's starting, I can hear it. You know how you hear that sound of the, anyways. So I'm gonna take my cabbage, sharp knife, and I'm going to core the cabbage. Okay, core the cabbage. I'm gonna take my knife, I'm gonna clean out a little bit more. I don't necessarily care if about pulling this out. This is more or less so that when these leaves start to get cooked, that I can pull them away from the core. So that's what it, you're confused? Me too sometimes, Grace. Welcome in, Grace. We appreciate you. I also have, Cindy, Cindy, normally I use 2 pounds of ground beef and a pound of sausage. Okay?
So listen, after you put the whole thing in the water.
I will in a
by the
minute.
leaf.
Huh?
Cindy asked if you put the whole thing in the water or.
Yes, the whole thing will go in the water. But I'm just letting you know that I usually use 2 pounds of ground beef and a pound of sausage. But I have 3 pounds of ground beef here, and I'm still using the pound of sausage. I have white rice on the stove. Typically, for the 2 pounds of ground beef and the 1 pound of sausage, hello everyone, I make 2 cups of cooked rice. So for regular rice, it would be 1 cup dry, 2 cups water. Or you can use the instant rice. Hello everyone. Today I'm using the dry rice, and I'm using a little bit more, Cindy, because I have so much meat. So I'm doing 1 1/4 cups of white rice and 2 1/2 cups of water, and I have that going on the stove already. Some people make it where they throw the rice in dry and they let it cook while the meat's cooking. I like to pre-cook my rice. And that's what I have going in this pot on the back of the stove, my rice. You can do the rice all ahead of time and let it cool down. I'm just running behind today. And normally, put your head of cabbage in the pot of water to see how much water you need. I'm playing dangerously. I just filled up the pot and didn't check to see how much water I needed. So this is almost coming to a boil. It's just a stock pot that I have. I like it because it's a little bit taller, but you can use, and some people, Cindy, if you have a deep freeze, you can put your head of cabbage in the freezer a couple of days before you need to make your stuffed cabbages, and then bring it out and let it defrost, and your leaves will also be wilted. I put this in core side down.
Here's 79.
I'll show you the seasoning and the meat, but I want to get my cabbage going. And it's gonna float a little bit. I am gonna put it core side up and let the water go down in there, fill the cabbage up. It's bubbling. That's how you know it's filling up. It's still gonna float though. I mean, there's no way around that. All right, so let's flip it back over. And I'm gonna peel the cabbage leaves off as they start to cook. Okay? There's our cabbage in our pot of hot water. All right.
Water,
What's that?
not going enough with solid water.
No, it's not salted. You bubble when you're emptying out, not filling out. Ugh, jeez. Cabbage rolls are the same as stuffed cabbage. Okay, so like I said, normally I use 2 pounds of ground beef, but I used extra today. A pound of breakfast sausage, pork sausage. This is how my grandma made them. A little bit of salt, I don't know. A couple of teaspoons. Hey, T. Some garlic powder. You can use fresh garlic in here. I always just use garlic powder. I don't know, about a tablespoon. This is onion powder. I am not going to put onions in this. I'm just going to use onion powder. Probably a tablespoon again. Some fresh ground black pepper. I don't know. Maybe a teaspoon or 2. And then the rice, which we're waiting for. And I have a big ass can of tomato soup. I make my sauce with tomato soup and tomato sauce, but I'm gonna add some of this condensed tomato soup, maybe a cup, directly to my meat. I know some people use tomato juice. I don't. I'm making stuffed cabbage rolls. I'm from Pennsylvania. That was about a cup. That was about a cup. And then the tomato sauce And the rest of the tomato soup will get mixed together for the liquids. So I'm gonna start mixing. My hands are clean. I'm gonna start mixing this together while I'm waiting for the rice to finish cooking. Why don't you make it a couple of times, Cindy? You'll get an idea for if you want to add a little bit more tomato soup to the meat. The tomato soup is sweet, so
She's not Mama Jen, so don't worry about it.
who said?
Mama Jen would be gagging right now.
Gloves, please? Why? Okay, Georgie, if I were to wear gloves and I had said gloves on my hands, right? And I turned around and I wiped my nose with said gloves or picked my ass with said gloves and then turned around and put them in the meat, would it not have the same germs on it? Think about it. And if you don't like germs, Georgie, then you better not be having any kind of relations with anybody, touching their hoo-hoo or or You know what I'm saying, Georgie? Grow up. Wear a hazmat suit. At least I think that was Georgie.
I've been eating that food like that for 39 going on 40 years, and it's never killed me yet, so.
Georgie, enjoy your air and grass. I wish you well in life. I wish you everything you deserve. Gloves, please. Gloves, please. Georgie, don't ever go out and eat in a restaurant, because I'll tell you what, you would be really appalled at the cleanliness in some restaurants.
Yeah, you have no idea what they do back in that one. And they do not wear gloves, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I know. You can never please people. Did you ever see that show Bar Rescue? Did you ever see some of those kitchens? All right. Here, I thought it was a weekday and all the ogres were back to work, but apparently Georgie has nothing to do today. But we love you. We appreciate the comments. What am I doing with that meat? I'm beating the hell out of it, Dallas. I'm making stuffed cabbage.
We got a little bit last night, Lori. Not very much at all.
It's flurrying right now. That's not even boiling yet. Alright, this is...
Cindy wrote, as I'm taking notes, I wrote no gloves, George.
No, you should be writing to yourself. Tell Georgie not to have relations with anybody because there's too many germs involved.
Probably breathe more germs than germs that would be putting into that.
Yeah, don't use a public toilet. Don't touch money, because money is the dirtiest thing out there.
Hi, Nicole.
Except for Georgie. You get none. Hey, Janelle. All right. This is my rice. This is my really hot rice because I was a dumbass and didn't do this ahead of time. I am sweet. Just don't poke the bear. Don't mistake kindness for weakness. I always say that. When are people going to realize that? I don't know. Probably not. He didn't get what he wanted. I have a little bit in here.
Welcome in, Rachel.
Cindy, I don't know if I'm going to use all that. You'll see as I start to mix this together.
Hi, Cupcake Boss.
You use raw. I said a lot of people do. I prefer not to. You can use instant rice too. It's like a recipe is just a guideline. Everybody makes it different, and that's okay. I'm not going to tell you that your way is the wrong way, and I'm not going to say that I am part Polish.
Yes, partially, Olivia.
Polish and Slovak. I'm going in with my hands. God gave us these hands. These are the best kitchen utensils ever.
Nikki wants another seasoning to use, please.
About a tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of onion powder, about a teaspoon and a half of black pepper, a couple of teaspoons of salt, and a cup of tomato soup unreconstituted, just right out of the can, a cup of it. If you're brave, you can taste your raw meat and see if you need to add any more seasonings. You can always add salt and pepper as you know, when you sit down to eat it. No Italian seasoning. It's a Eastern European dish, so nope, stuffed cabbages. Don't tell people to eat raw meat. I said if you're brave. What the fuck do you think sushi is or steak tartare? Okay? Oh my God, people. People. I said if you're brave. I didn't say do it. Do you not? Use your own damn judgment. This is turning into the angry cooking show, and it shouldn't be at 3:30 in the frickin' afternoon already. I'm just gonna... I'm just.
Let me take over for Georgie. I got my gloves on, Georgie.
I'm gonna flash you all, and I'll lose
do it
every-
with my gloves on.
I'm gonna flash them all, and I'll just lose everybody, and we'll be back down to our 200 people that appreciate being here. Don't tell people to do that. Don't do this. Don't pick your nose. What's 8 times 8? 69. Don't do that, because that's pretty germy in and of itself. Yeah. This is the only time you're allowed to play with your meat on camera, people. Okay? When you're cooking, get your minds out of the gutter. All right, so, gosh, hopefully Priscilla's not watching. She might not want to eat these after the banter here. Thank you, Dakota. 8 times 8. Okay, so if you're anywhere of a long-time follower, you would know the joke behind 8 times 8.
Yeah, it's called Jen Cannon.
It's an inside joke. We always say 8 times. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We always say that 8 times 8. It's a Jen thing. 8 times 8 is 69. No, you're fine. I know 8 times 8 is really 64. But
Jen said it was 69.
because I see squirrels and I get sidetracked and I asked what 8 times 8 was one time. And then Rich and I got onto a banter about something else, and I turned back and looked at the screen and everybody's typing 64. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all typing 64 for? Because I forgot I asked the question. And so, yeah, that's the whole joke. Stop talking over the food. Raquel? Raquel, don't ever touch a pen IS, because that sucker has more germs than the food does, okay? Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Is that better? Where the freaking hell do all these assholes come from?
Be nice, dear. Be nice. They all have problems today, too.
Yeah, they got problems, all right.
Be nice. Backup is JRob_Stitches.
Plain English, people. If you don't like it, don't freaking watch us.
Cindy, I'm coming over to show you how I pull my leaves off the cabbage. What did Georgie do? Georgie told me I had to wear gloves.
Georgie spoke, being a jerk.
Okay. See? These will, as these continue to cool down a little bit, Cindy, they'll continue cooking a little bit. These are the ones I did earlier today. Okay? These outer leaves, as long as they're not ripped to smithereens, they'll still work.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, what's up? You know what they used to say? If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. And it's okay if they're torn, but if they're torn to smithereens, they won't work, so. Ouch! About how long, I can't see, Cindy. About how long do you think it boiled? How long was it in the hot water? Maybe 10 minutes? It's got to go back on so that these inner leaves it's got to go back on. These leaves aren't quite ready yet. You just made halupki today too? Hey, Penny. If you cut the core, they're easier to... I did cut out the core. Thank you for that pointer. Yes, we already covered that. Well, because we're going to be guests, overnight guests, I thought it would be nice to bring something that maybe they don't get very often. Too many people in here? Oh, thank you. Why Georgie can't have cabbage? Because Georgie poked the bear. I have meat and rice here. This is, you can use, typically I use thank you for the glasses, 2 pounds of ground beef, 1 pound ground sausage, a cup of tomato soup, unreconstituted, rice, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, Georgie's getting a lot of airtime. Georgie, I wish you would have stuck around. We could have had all these people follow you. Some people used uncooked rice. Some people use instant rice. I like to pre-cook my rice. It doesn't necessarily have to be done the whole way, but it's just the way I do it. Hey, Jeremy. Serious question. What do I do? I'm going to use this and I'm going to mix it with some tomato sauce, and that's going to be the juice that we cook the cabbages in. I have to get my roaster down. So I have to use the kitchen cane to get the roaster down.
Want me to get up and get it?
Nope. You can cook these in an Instant Pot. You only get about 18 of them layered in an Instant Pot. And then you would cook them for 45 minutes under pressure. Today I'm using the old enamel roaster. I think I'm gonna have...
Spammer.
Huh?
So Georgie's a spammer. Everybody keeps asking who Georgie is.
That's all right.
Georgie's a spammer. He got spammed right back.
Should I take Georgie's name off the board? No.
Cindy says no, that's dessert.
So, Cindy, as I was doing the other cabbage, you end up to the point where these leaves are too small to be used for anything.
No, we don't use sauerkraut.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, yes, I'm cutting it with the same knife that I cut the meat open with. Calm down, everything is gonna be cooked.
Brittany wants to come for dinner.
Well, you'll have to go to central Pennsylvania for that, because that's what these are for. Although I might let Rich have one later. This cabbage, Cindy, is going in the bottom.
You want to start your shit because you want to eat.
Let me look through these other leaves to see if there are some that are too small.
1 to 3 inches north of I-80. 3 to every night.
It's not dinner time, Ogun.
I ought to let you on what beach is what I ought to do.
Yeah,
But then you'll just bag it right after you're done eating. You'll have to go out and shit anyhow, so. You've been haunting me for the last hour.
I told you I should have bought that other food and I forgot.
It's alright, he can wait. Just being a turkey.
We're kind of in a lull at the moment, everyone. I do not do sauerkraut. Actually, I could... Actually, I don't have to be at a lull. I have cabbage leaves already done. Duh.
Yeah, you got some.
Me too, Sonny. Yeah. I got a whole pot here that's... Alright. And Cindy, are you listening, Cindy? Cindy, you see this big... You see this big hump here, Cindy? I'm going to take a paring knife, or my knife, and I'm going to trim off the bulk of that. Okay? It lets this roll more easily. That's how Grandma did it, that's how I'm doing it. Yep, you can do it in the microwave too. I just choose not to. Welcome in anybody. Yeah, welcome in anybody. Welcome in everybody. If you're new, throw up some orange hearts. Orange is my favorite color. Feel free to say hello. Georgie gets none. I love it. Thank you for all the orange hearts and thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. Welcome in all the new people. We do lives usually 3 times a week, usually cooking at night after work for supper, occasionally on the weekends. My typical content as far as videos is a lot of the dance trends. I do post recipes occasionally. I do have a playlist with some recipes. I've kind of gotten away from doing that, but sometimes when we're live, it'll be like we were decorating the tree, or I'm getting back into quilting, so sometimes it's just sitting at the kitchen table and sewing, and sometimes the family joins in. If the boys are here, they'll join in. If or if they're feeling extra generous that day. Hey Denver, how is your son? Did you get the medicine? I boil the leaves until they start to pull away from the head of the cabbage. Probably about 10 minutes or so. Let me go get the pot of boiling water. These ones that I'm cutting, the spines or the cores, they were done earlier today. Good. I have made this on live before. It seems like I never choose to do it on a day where I can actually shoot a video for it though. See, like this leaf had pulled away from the cabbage. It'll continue to get limp. You know how things go limp? It'll continue to go limp as it sits in the pot cooling down. And I don't mean Limp Biscuit.
Do you use red cabbage?
I don't know. All I've ever seen my grandmother and my mother or any of the other women in our family use has been the green cabbage. You could experiment and let me know. It is a big cabbage. That's why I picked it. Red cabbage is tougher. Possibly.
Hi, hot chick.
Possibly. Hot chick with the hot cars in here?
Long time no see. How have you been?
Hey Kimberly, how are the kids? How's the family? How are y'all doing there? Has the coughing settled down? Have I ever made I gotta talk to it? No. You might want to talk to it, but I talk to plants, but I don't talk to that.
Yeah, now you're at the goddamn door and want to go outside because you...
I have never made African food, but I would love to try it. Steel City Mukbang 3, who also is a Pittsburgher. I've seen her eat African food from a restaurant in, this needs to stay in here longer. Was it Squirrel Hill? And Desiree, C3 Desiree, Cooking Comedy Chaos. I've seen her have the African food. I'm pulling these off, but I'm putting them back in the water.
You're enough to fucking drive me nuts tonight.
It's a daytime, huh?
Honest to God, you are.
Why don't you do it a couple times, Cindy?
You're a pain in the ass.
You'll find out what works for
Pain
you.
in the ass tonight.
What's my favorite song? Love Shack by the B-52s. Oh, I don't have any music playing today.
You come back in the house, you better lay down.
All right, I'm taking this out
Enough for you tonight.
because I'm going to chop it up. I think I have enough cabbage leaves here.
Let's go.
No, I never use salt pork
Come
or
on.
bacon. No, he's talking to the dog. So the dog plays this game where if he goes outside, he thinks he's allowed to come back in and get something to eat.
Your butt out there.
He's a pretty smart dog, but he's a pain in the dupa sometimes. All right, back on the stove. I put that back on for 6 more minutes. Yeah, it's a dupa. And babushka, you know? I don't really know many other words other than that. She's someone who wears gloves. Oh. Okay, so Cindy, I'm gonna take this other center of this second cabbage and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna give it a rough chop. Try not to chop your fingers. Hey, Elizabeth. All right. Again, into the bottom of the pan. This helps keep the cabbage rolls from burning. Plus, you can eat this. I love cabbage. Makes you fart like the devil, but I love cabbage. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Great for gut health. I agree. All right, so we're gonna take one of our cabbage leaves where we cut the core off. I'm gonna get my ice cream scoop. Hey, I wondered where my gingerbread cookie cutter went to. So, to recap, typically I use 2 pounds of ground beef, a pound of ground sausage, 2 cups of rice. You can use uncooked rice or cooked rice or instant rice. I use cooked rice. A couple of teaspoons of salt, a couple of teaspoons of black pepper, more or less to taste. No, this is a Polish and this is an Eastern European dish. Tablespoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of onion powder. Thank you, Denver. And a cup of condensed tomato soup right out of the can. We're going to use the rest of this for the sauce. Ice cream scoop. Okay. I typically take this back where it was attached to the core, wrap it over, bring in the sides, and continue rolling it. You can use more or less meat, however you want to do it. You guys are fabulous. Thank you. Again, my cabbage leaf is a little wonky on this outside edge, but it'll be fine. Roll it up, bring the sides in. If you have a little tear like that, it's all right. It'll be all right. Can you use mashed potatoes instead of rice? No. The meat is not cooked. The meat is going into the roaster. Now, I don't know what you would get if you would use mashed potatoes. Hold up. The cabbage is wet, yeah. These are some big ass cabbage leaves. They're not usually this big. I'll show you again. Cabbage leaf. Let's move that one to the side. Let's put that one to the side too. Cabbage leaf. Put your meat. This is the core side where it was attached to the cabbage. Roll the back end up. Fold the sides to the middle. To the middle. Okay? And then continue rolling it up. Again, if you have a hole in your stuffed cabbage, it'll be all right. Yes, you cook the cabbage or soften the cabbage. Some people do a freezer method, some people do a microwave method. I do it on the stove. I'm like amazed at how many people are off this week or just don't work. Tomorrow we're headed to Central Pennsylvania. If we go live there, you might want to follow the 1870s studio. Priscilla and Morton, they live in a church that she bought and then told her husband. She's an artist. He's retired a couple of years. It's a pretty cool church. We are gonna spend the night. I warned them that we snore and that we have really bad sleeping habits. And they said, okay. Thank you for the roses. Is it haunted? I don't think so. Although there is a cemetery as the backyard, so it's not the dead people you have to worry about, it's the people that are living. How does it taste? Like a stuffed cabbage. It's very similar to the stuffing that you would use to do stuffed peppers, yes. See, the leaves are getting a little smaller here, but it'll still work. No, I don't use sauerkraut. I work in customer service for a window company, but I don't go back until Monday. The filling is ground beef. I'm just going to tell you what I typically use. I used a little bit more ground beef today, but typically I use 2 pounds of ground beef, a pound of pork sausage, 2 cups of cooked rice. Some people use instant rice. Some people use rice that's not cooked. I use 2 cups of cooked rice. garlic powder, a tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of onion powder, a couple of teaspoons of salt, a couple of teaspoons of black pepper, and a cup of tomato soup right out of the can. It's not a hard dish to make. It just is a little time consuming because of having to boil the cabbage. Nope, no eggs.
Pigs in a blanket.
We call them pigs in a blanket because that's old school and that's what we call them. But I know a lot of people call pigs in the blanket something else these days. Because y'all are younger. Yes, you core the cabbage and you put it in a pot of water, and as the leaves start to pull away from the cabbage, I pull them off and I let them cook a few more minutes in the hot water. Matter of fact, I gotta go get the rest of the leaves. And I cut this spine. You see where this is attached to the cabbage? I par that down with a knife.
She uses onion powder.
Yeah, I use onion powder. It's just what I've always done. You can use onion or you can use dehydrated onion. I have a son that doesn't like onion, so I guess I just got used to making it this way.
Georgie come on and got ignorant, that's why.
Georgie Porgy pudding pie. Something, something made the girls cry.
So we'll put them in the oven, Tessa. Georgie's a spammer to come on and...
Georgie was rude, so that's why Georgie's name's up there. That's all. Ground beef and sausage. What is in the bottom of the roasting pan? The center of the cabbage where the leaves were too small to use to roll into cabbage rolls. So it's just chopped up and put in the bottom of the roasting pan so that the cabbage rolls don't burn. I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments. We have an extraordinarily large amount of people in here. To be honest, we usually have about 400, 500 people. So comments are moving fast today. Thank you for the roses. And I do have mods, but you know. The recipe is not pinned because every time I've made it, I've been on live. I guess one of these days I'm going to have to do the recipe when I'm not live and actually record it. If I can find a recipe that is very, very close to this online, I will let you know and I'll make a video. Again, if you're rolling these up and you pop a cabbage leaf, it's all right. Seasoning in the tomato sauce. There's seasoning in the meat. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. Cabbage rolls were considered a peasant dish. I mean, just the basic food that people made way back when, you know? So no fancy seasonings. I'm going to bake these at 350 degrees in the oven. They will take about 2 to 2.5 hours. Yeah, let's face it. The ground beef, you know, meat's expensive. You don't have to make such a large quantity as this either. I've made these in an electric roaster before. I've done them. If I do them in my Instant Pot, you can only get about 18 in the Instant Pot, in the 6-quart Instant Pot. And then you would cook those at high pressure for 45 minutes. Definitely less time doing it in the Instant Pot, but I knew I was going to have too many.
She got it from Walmart, Melinda.
What's that?
Meat.
Yeah, it came from Walmart. That's the first layer. So that's what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So there's 16 in the bottom of that now. And then what I'm going to do is I have a couple of these cabbage leaves that are not usable. I'm going to save a couple for the top.
They're asking how long you boil the leaves.
Until you core the cabbage, until they start to pull away from the cabbage, and then you pull the leaves off a little bit at a time. So once the leaves start to get soft and they pull away from the head of the cabbage, maybe 5 or 6 minutes longer.
Yeah, they're called galupki.
Hey, Violet. No, it's just plain old green cabbage. Nice. 117, that's a lot. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the heart puffs. I'm sorry if I'm missing the gifts, you guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that you appreciate me coming on to cook like this for you. I'm happy to do it. Thank you for the roses. Oh, I love those. Thank you, Kelly. I'm going to bake it in the oven. Before I top it off with the other cabbage leaves, I'm going to make a sauce and put it on top of there. So that's going to separate our layers. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in with more. I'll tell you what. I can either post a finished, maybe I can post a finished picture and give you my recipe instead of doing the actual video. Maybe I could do that. I could post it on my page. Either that or I can post it to Instagram. I could do either or. I did season the meat. Why is Georgie on the... Georgie was a bad boy or girl. I don't know. I don't know whether Georgie was a boy or a girl. Thank God Jesus loves me. Somebody has to. And besides, it would be pretty bad if you told me Jesus hates me, because I don't think Jesus hates anybody. It is, my heritage is Polish and Czechoslovakian. I'm sure other cultures, I'm sure there's all kinds of variations on it. You know, just like some people pee standing up, some people pee sitting down. You know what I mean? I would have to say this. I like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough cabbage. I have more meat than I do cabbage. Oh, well, I can do just plain meatballs if I have to. Thanks, Rosie. How are you? How are things down in Pittsburgh, Rosie? Yeah, my Instagram name is the same as my TikTok name. TikTok listens to what? They listen to what I say? Get out of town. Well, if for some reason we were to get booted from this page, if you're in the know, you'll know where to find us. But typically we can say some off-the-wall stuff without them getting angry. Rich will eat rigatoni and meatballs. Yeah, I don't think so. I hear Mama Jen. She's on live.
Yeah,
She hasn't been on forever.
I'm just looking to see what she's getting into.
She's probably getting ready to cook dinner.
She must have just dropped the phone.
Yeah, I agree. It's nice to do things ahead of time, and then I totally agree with you. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we probably will have meat left over. What is Mama Jen's username? I just know her as Mama Jen. Does anybody else know what Mama Jen's username is? Jennifer Thornton? Mama Jen. With some trains in the... Thank you for the roses. I'm trying to stuff a 5-pound meatball in a 1/2 pound cabbage leaf here. It's ground beef and sausage. Pork sausage. Aw, thank you for the tiny dining. And thank you for the roses. Thank you for the heart with the arrow. There is rice. Yes. I appreciate you guys hopping on for even if it's just a few minutes. Is she cooking? I did cook my rice first. Some people do not. You can also use instant rice. Hey from Korea. Do I steam it? No, I'll show you I have it, I'm putting it in a roaster here. If I have extra meat, I'll just make meatballs and throw this in because I don't think I'm going to have enough cabbage. How long does this meal take to make? Well, it's not a 30-minute meal, that's for sure. This is going to bake in the oven for a couple of hours. It's a little labor intensive as far as the way I do the cabbage in boiling water. Some people, if they have a deep freeze, they'll put their head of cabbage in the deep freeze, let it freeze for a few days, and then when they thaw it out the day before they go to make stuffed cabbage, the leaves will already be wilted, so there's no boiling. Somebody that was on here before said that they use the microwave. That would have to be a big microwave, though. I think. I let the cabbage cook until the leaves, once I cored the cabbage, I brought the water up to a boil. Put the cabbage in when the water was almost at a boil. As the cabbage leaves started to pull away from the head of cabbage, you let it cook about 5 or 6 minutes longer. Take the leaves out, put them in I put them in just another pan. I showed them earlier, where the part attaches to the core of the cabbage, I did take a paring knife and got some of that bulk off of there. It makes these easier to roll. What can you cook with besides tomato? You might be able to do beef broth. I don't think it would be exactly the same though. I would say go look up variations on how to make stuffed cabbage on the Google. Yes, I call it the Google. And get some more information that way. Mushroom sauce? I don't know. Some people do use sauerkraut. I don't like the tanginess. I have leftover meat and not enough cabbage. So I'm just going to take, there's going to be what, 3 meatballs? I'm just going to take and throw the meatballs on here. I think I will stick to my tried and true grandma's recipe. Oh wait, I'm gonna use that too. I can use that to mix up the rest of my sauce. Even though it had meat in it, it's all gonna be cooked together. So this is what the roaster looks like. With those extra meatballs, I'm gonna take just breakfast sausage, breakfast pork sausage. I'm gonna take the rest of this. Remember, we used a cup of this and put it directly in with the meat. I'm gonna use the rest of this tomato soup. Yes, it's fine to use the same bowl that we cooked our meat in. It's all gonna get cooked. No cross-contamination, it's all going in the same pot. Some people use tomato juice. All kinds of variations. Because Georgie was not nice. A big can of tomato sauce. I'm gonna get some water in my can here. And I need to empty out the oven so that I could preheat the oven. I have about a half a can of this water. I don't know if I'm going to use it all though. Oh, I might. What's under the stuffed cabbage? Another layer of stuffed cabbage. At the very bottom is the inner part of the cabbage. It's chopped up and on the bottom of the roaster. I used a half a can so that the cabbage rolls don't. Why did I not prepare my own tomato sauce? Because I'm not Martha Stewart. Why do you not have a profile picture? How many rolls did it end up being? What did I say the first one was? 16? 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, about 28. Georgie told me to put gloves on because I was touching the meat. And I told Georgie not to have relations with anybody because do you know the germs that are on people's personal body parts that you have? The things you do to each other, do you know how many germs are on that? And Georgie wants me to use gloves to touch my ground beef. Georgie can go pound salt. Thank you, Sylvia. Apparently, Georgie doesn't like tossed salad either, eh, Denver? Or baby gravy. Hello. All right, so.
Georgie uses gloves for that.
Huh?
Georgie uses gloves for that.
Georgie uses gloves for private interactions with persons of the same or opposite gender. Maybe Georgie's a nun. But I don't know. The things I've heard about, never mind. We got freaky quick. We certainly can get freaky. Just don't ask me where I keep the spices. I don't know if I can do that today. Be good. Are you telling me to be good? You telling me to be good?
Don't tick off the bear.
All right, so this is our roaster. A couple extra meatballs because I don't have enough cabbage. That's like the one lady came in and said, "Can we please not swear today?" And I said, "Fucking no, we can't not swear." I'm like, you've been watching twice and you're going to tell me what I can and can't say? Well, my daughter's watching. Well, what's your daughter watching? She shouldn't be watching my live then. No offense. I do like little kids and I say hello to little kids. But on the same sense, if you're watching my live, that's apt to come out of my mouth. Is that not a reason why you have to be 13 in order to be on TikTok? Something like that? Am I going to dance today? Probably not. I'm taking these extra cabbage leaves and just laying them on top. I gotta go pack my long underwear. Do you know how cold it's supposed to be here in Pennsylvania for the next few days? Hello from New. Why won't I dance today? Because I'm old and I'm cooking. What kind of dance do you want today? You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
What time's dinner? Can I answer that one?
Well, this isn't actually, we're not actually having this for dinner, if you really want to know the truth. I mean, Rich probably could have.
Dinner's 1:30,
We're actually making hamburger helper, cheesy hamburger helper enchilada something, because the boys will enjoy that. Which, is it 5 o'clock already?
Fired at quarter till.
Quarter to 5 already?
4:45.
Holy shit. I guess I will be cooking supper.
Who's Georgie? We have no clue.
Georgie Porgy, pudding pie, kissed the girls and made them cry.
But he had his gloves on.
Yes, Georgie, don't go out into the world unless you're all gloved up. Georgie wears a hazmat suit whenever he or she is cooking. gosh, you guys are fast. Will I be your mama? No. For $1 million, yes. Bethlehem, PA. You love my kitchen? I don't know. Georgie, I couldn't tell. The comment was moving so fast. I didn't know if it was a he or a she. That's not to slight anybody. I'm being honest with you. Okay, Cindy, are you still here?
Just come back, I thought. She got a phone call.
Yeah. What's in my sauce? Tomato soup and tomato sauce and water. Some people use tomato juice. I do not. So, Cindy, I have these cabbage leaves on here because when they're baked in the oven for a couple of hours, these leaves will get brown. Okay? That is going to help the stuff from the in the inside, because they're going to dry out and they're going to get brown. So they're there to protect the rolls underneath. But I am going to go in, if I can get it off of here, with a layer of aluminium foil, or as Bex says, tin foil. Bex would say tin foil, aluminium. And if you get the sauce too full in this roaster, yes, it can bubble out and over, and hopefully that's not going to happen today. Okay. The lid goes on the roaster. I gotta move the rack down in the oven.
Yes, the foliage there. We don't make a dime on this.
What did somebody ask?
How much money do you make on your content?
So if you actually followed me, you will know that my content is usually 30 seconds or less, or 15 seconds or less. And occasionally I will have a couple of minute-long videos, but I'm not monetized for my content. So that surprises a lot of people. I am not monetized for my content.
I'll be sitting on his butt on his chair.
I do make a few dollars from the gifts that are sent, which I greatly appreciate. And occasionally, you in Kentucky? No, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna bake this for at least a couple of hours. I'm gonna go between 2 and 2.5 hours, Cindy. And occasionally, if I do a video for a product, I will make a little bit of money from that. But other than that, I am not monetized. Am I by Butler? I'm between Butler and Pittsburgh. All right, into the... So it's 10 to 5. I'm probably gonna let those go till 7 o'clock.
Cindy wants to know what the oven temperature is.
350. Although you can bump it up to 375 if you want. It's not gonna really, thank you so much. It's not gonna really make that much of a difference. Hey from Wexford. Melissa, the sauce is 2/3 of a big ass can of tomato soup. And I think it's a 26-ounce can of just plain tomato sauce. You don't get paid for going live. You get paid if people are kind enough to send you gifts, which again, I greatly appreciate. Hey, Riverside, California. Georgie didn't wear his gloves. I don't mind you asking about pay. I'm going to be transparent with you. Joy girl, but Sebastian, then I would have to make content that's like a minute long. I'm afraid I'm not that exciting. Unless you just want a very sarcastic view of the world through this old lady's eyes, which I'm sure I can, but you know. What country? USA. TikTok wants us to be successful. Well, if TikTok is still here after January the 19th, I've had, I love that wool hat. Thank you. If we are still here after January the 19th, I have had a lot of people, because we don't normally have 2,000 people in our lives. Normally we have anywhere between 200 and 300 people in the lives, or sometimes 500 people in the lives, and occasionally it'll jump up, but then it'll fall back down. But anyways, and just blessed enough that for whatever reason, you guys find me amusing. We hit 300,000 followers before the end of the year. So, but anyways, so people have been asking me to do subscriber. They want to do subscriptions, which I really didn't want to do that. I really have been saying I didn't.
Nobody's grandma. We don't have.
My Instagram is the same as this. But I did, and because the lives, like especially this one is like really bopping today. They have been asking for. Yeah, they've been asking for some subscriber only chats during the lives, or some subscriber only lives. Thank you, Jared. So if we're all still here in this marvelous community of TikTok, because I love TikTok. I was not on Facebook for the Book of Faces. I was not on there for the longest time because I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it anymore. And I came over to TikTok just on a whim, and I've made marvelous friends through this app. And even though people can get snarky with their comments or whatever, for the most part, I love the people on this app. This app has cheered me up on my lowest days. And, I don't battle. Occasionally I'll battle, but I don't battle.
Yes, I'm her husband.
Yes, if we do subscription only chats, you'll still be able, oh my gosh, I love that bear. You'll still be able to watch the lives. It might be a sub only chat, and occasionally it might be a sub only live, but I will still be doing regular lives. I would never want to not do regular lives and exclude people. Just like gifting. You're never required to gift. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. It helps to fund some of the cooking that we do. Christmas cookies were outrageous this year. We did 10 or 11 different types, and the gift money helped to bring that live to you. So, again, gifts always appreciated, never required. And hopefully there's enough people in here that can attest to that. So, my favorite soda? Oh, I gotta get away from soda. So in November and December, for some reason, I was really, really craving soda. But I gotta get away from soda. My new thing has been the peach flavored water packets. I get a big ass glass of water and put a packet in there, and I appreciate you guys. So, all right, that's in the oven. This house is gonna get hella hot because that's gonna cook for a couple hours. We're so close to 5 o'clock, I might as well get started on what I was gonna make for today, which involves yet more ground beef, but And it's not going to be anything fancy. It is going to be, I don't know if you guys have ever had this, the cheesy enchilada. My kids love Mexican inspired food, so that's what we're gonna do. Get up and help Georgie. Georgie's got to take off his hazmat suit, her hazmat suit first. What kind of sausage, Sharon? Just breakfast sausage. Just a pound of breakfast sausage, pork breakfast sausage. I have not seen Cooking with Kia. Oh, enjoy, Ryan. What's your favorite dish? Scuba Steve. Well, I can make this from scratch too, but I cheated and bought the. I know, Nicole. It's flipping cold outside. How did I see that question? No. And I know.
She's
Listen.
asking how I seen the question. She asked about me.
Oh, my husband. Yeah, don't get up in arms about the sub thing, okay? I will still do regular. Skinny syrups by Jordan's. Actually, that shit is okay, but the shipping kills you on the skinny syrup, right? If you're telling me that I should be using skinny syrup, I would instead of telling you to kiss my patootie, my BBL, I will tell you that I like this Provisto stuff. You always get free shipping. I have not made stuffed peppers. What is Lisa up in her arms about? Oh, Madam Gumdrop. I heard that it's going to be more snow in the mountains, but it's just going to be stupid cold. I'm in Pennsylvania. Hey, Tara. I am going to make hamburger helper. My stuffed cabbage is in the... my stuffed cabbage is in the oven. Arroz con pollo or chicken fajita quesadilla. Oh, the chips and the queso. I can make a meal out of that. Pennsylvania. How do you stuff cabbage? Very carefully. You know, to get that stuff in between each of those leaves like an artichoke, it's really, really hard.
It's 5 o'clock here.
I don't even know anything all about the sub thing, so please don't get up in arms about that. They have a really, really inexpensive sub option as far as I can tell. Please just don't get fixated on that.
Sharon wants to know if breakfast pork sausage is okay.
That's what I use, breakfast pork sausage. And no matter if yeah, it's whatever. I don't even want, does my husband watch my lives? Yeah,
All the time.
We love stuffed cabbage and pierogies. You need a serious guy? Why, Hannah? My husband was a serious guy for the longest time. I finally broke him, and now he laughs at the dumbest things. What's hamburger helper? It's a processed food, Em.
Again.
It's a processed food. You just add hamburger to it. Ground meat.
No, I'm partially German.
Tell how I did that? He just gave in. He just couldn't handle it anymore.
I didn't give in.
You didn't give in?
I didn't give in.
What do you mean you didn't give in?
I didn't give in.
Yes, you did give in.
I didn't give in.
Yes, you... You gave up the goods. What are you talking about?
Woo! I be serious sometimes.
This is not the dating game. Be careful what you wish for. This is a family app. Did you not see the over 18? Where on earth does it say that this is a family app when you join? I didn't see that message when I joined.
Our family gets involved.
I didn't see that whenever the girls first showed up on my FYP with their hoochie coochie barely covered and their
Hey, Stone.
pepperonis pretty much hanging out. And you call this a family app? My husband was seeing the whole full-on charcuterie board down there about a month ago. This is a family app? And then he reported it, and they still kept the videos up? He's like, I don't want to see floppy lips. Why are these showing up on my FYP? Calm down, Karen. You must be new here.
Okay, Linda.
You got banned because you accidentally... Oh, yeah, I was once in a 420 shop showing off of the... I was showing off the blown glass vases. And, yeah, we got slapped on the wrist for that.
She's 59.
I'm 59.
I'm 60. Oh, I'm going to be 60.
You were going to say you're 69?
I'm 69.
What's a 420? Somebody explain what a 420 is. This is an Arby's no roast beef. I know, Kyla. I'm like, what? I'm just showing off the vases. I can't help what shape they're... It was Mama Jen's fault. We blame that on her. I was with her that day. Oh my God. Could you imagine what we could get into, the two of us? All right, I'm going to... She doesn't... Snoop D-O-double-G. That kind of 420. There you go, Gloria. I am not M, but I wouldn't be against it.
I'm hoping to say retire 2025.
I am not. It's time for 420 right now. Oh my gosh, you guys are fucking amazing. 170 some thousand likes already.
Yeah. Well,
okay, Jeremy.
420. Yeah.
I would be funny on 420. You should have seen me on limoncello spritzes the other day. That was probably a good thing I didn't go live that day.
If they don't know who Snoop Dogg is, they can go check it out and find out.
You don't know who Snoop D-O-double-G is? I would love to be just like Snoop D-O-double-G.
Hazel's having 420 now.
No, I just dumped it down the sink. Oh, wait, I missed that, Mary. Hey, Jen, I made a bag for Stella, extra fabric color. Awesome, Mary. She, I guess she had a little bit of, you can shashi, but it's in the, yeah, limoncello spritzes. It's in the oven right now.
You Googled it?
Mary, we were talking about Stella. She has a rough go of it. She has to stay overnight now when she gets her chemo, and they have a hard time getting her vitals and whatnot. But we'll have so the stuffed cabbage I'm actually taking on a road trip tomorrow. We're going to
Okay, Mary.
We're going to visit another TikTok couple, the 1870s Studio in central Pennsylvania. If you want to go follow them, they're here on TikTok. She's an artist. Her husband, Morton, is from Scotland. They live in an old church. It's a magical place, and I cannot wait to see it. We're going to stay overnight. Hopefully, traveling slowly to get there. I am so flipping excited. But I said I would bring stuffed cabbage. So follow 1870 Studio. If you're not following them, the 1870 Studio. Or follow us here. We will probably be going live. I don't know exactly.
We really appreciate it, Mary, and thank you for making it.
Yeah, I missed what she said, but I'm excited, Mary. Mary's going to send it here first. Favorite scones recipe? No, Shashi, your quilt isn't perfect. Aw, Mary, stop. My shit's not perfect either. It's going to be great. She's going to love it. She's going to love it.
Don't be better, Mary. It's made from love.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Mary.
Yeah, it's good work. I don't know why you do that to yourself.
Rosie, we're just going to take our time. It's going to take about 4 hours and it'll be good. You feel like the limoncello is out in the back porch. Yeah.
We love you too, Mary.
Yep, it's a 4-hour drive. We're going to stay overnight. Happy Thursday. So Priscilla said she wanted to do a dance, and I still haven't sent her the dances. I guess I need to get on that. Maybe she'll have a chance to practice tomorrow morning. But I picked out the easiest ones I could find.
Welcome in, Nora.
I'm gonna get her to do the easiest dance on TikTok, right? It's the one that goes like this. You all seen that one before? So that's usually the one I get people that, if they say they want to do a dance with me, that's the one we do. Or I'm gonna see if she's gonna want to do the fudge muffins. I can never remember the name of the... Is it Waves? Echo. Play Waves by Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
Upon this tidal wave of young blood by Clap Your Hands.
No!
Yeah,
Echo. Play Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
This is Yeah Yeah Yeahs from Jennifer's Spotify.
That ain't what I wanted.
No, the new one by Yeah Yeah Yeahs. The Savage Love... Oh, Maps. Thank you, Kristen. Echo. Play Maps by Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
Maps by Yeah Yeah Yeahs from Jennifer's Spotify.
Yeah, Savage Love is the easiest one. The 1870s Studio. Bye, Ryan. Enjoy.
We've been married 39 years. Going on 40. Hi, Violet.
Congratulations for him putting up with me. I never know when the dance starts. Yeah, I might get her to do that one. Now, I think that would be an easy. Don't you think that would be an easy one? I love that Tupac dance that everybody's doing too.
don't stray.
Hey, Rita.
Oh, say, oh, say, wait.
They don't love you like I love
Hi, Rita.
Wait. They don't love you like I love
Yes, we have 2 boys, 38 and 27. They live at home with us.
They don't love me like I love you, wait. They don't love me like I love you,
Violet? I just watched TikTok. I still would like to do the one, is it Criminal by Meghan Trainor? I haven't done that one yet.
That's in the oven, Cody.
You can ask questions, Chloe. I welcome questions. Kimberly, I'm going to ask again because you probably answered and I missed it. But how is everybody in your house doing? Or you could just message me. Wait, I don't love you like I love you. Na, 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 na. They don't love me like I love you. All right, did I put the meat on there? No, I need a knife. Knife. Dang, that meat was stubborn.
Kimberly's doing all right. They're in
Good.
the coughing stage, and Damon still has low-grade fever. On
Did you
and off.
did you try the pineapple juice? Echo, play Tipsy.
Tipsy, Club Mix by Jay Kwan from Jennifer's
Echo.
Spotify.
Play a bar song by Shabuzi.
A bar song,
4 hours,
Tipsy by
Victoria.
Shabuzi from Jennifer's Spotify.
A little bit, Laura. Supposed to get some more tomorrow.
My baby born a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries. The list goes on and on. It's 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my
Leave tomorrow morning.
I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more.
I'll tell you what, I'm getting really good at writing backwards anymore. I'm getting faster. Yep, a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history.
Thank you.
Welcome in, Lori. Chloe and Laura. Once you start chatting with our regulars, they are the most welcoming group.
Close her dog.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
She said that. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, it's Laura. Sorry, Laura. Hey, Lululemon.
We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh Lord, here comes the 2.
Yeah, the people that hang out in our lives are hands down the best. It's a safe space, no matter man, female, non-binary. Still not sure what that means, but doesn't matter who you love, who you don't love, who you sleep with, who you don't sleep with, where you're born, where you live, what your religion is. I don't give 2 hoots about any of that. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person. Doesn't bother me. What is stuffed cabbage? What is in stuffed cabbage? Meat and rice. Bonjour, France. Hey, Christina. Thank you. Or if you wear gloves or not, correct.
There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar gets tipsy. Don't put me up a double shot of whiskey.
Or if you pick your wedgies off camera.
At the bottom of a bottle, don't miss me. Everybody
Sarah!
at the bar gets tipsy. Everybody at the bar gets tipsy.
Or if you fart and you don't claim it, we don't care.
That's my dog.
Yeah, Rich farts and blames it on me.
You got a lot of nerve, don't you, baby? I only hit the curb 'cause you made me. You're telling all your friends that I'm crazy, like I'm the only one. Why'd you throw them stones if you had a wild hell home?
Galumki,
Living in your big glass house with the view.
yours are in the, you made them already? Holy crap. Thank you for the heart me. Aw, thank you for the 2025. You regulars are very welcoming. Stuffed cabbage. I gosh, I can't shoot. Is it Farsi? I don't know how to say that first word. Is it shoe or who? Shoe? Chew? Oh, Barney, I don't know if I can say that. Thank you for the 2025s and the snowflakes. Better out than in. You're damn straight. Why would you want to walk? Listen, I had to walk around holding that in one time during a live, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I got off camera and did it, and Rich blamed it on Rich. So, you know. Ah, thank you for the finger hearts.
Shorted yourself that night.
They said they don't judge whenever you snore. What does the pineapple juice do? It's supposed to help with the coughing reflex. You'd have to go to Dr. Google for that. I'm not real sure, but.
I like pineapple.
Shoe or chew? Shoe. Shoe like shoes?
CHOU.
We listen and we don't judge? Yeah, because you're all nasty and you fart too, so. Hey, Jody. Why hamburger helper, kitty girl?
It's easy.
Why not? I just stood here for 2 hours making stuffed cabbage. My boys like hamburger helper. Kolachki, did I make them? I did. I did make the kolachki. Heather, thank you so much for letting me know. Oh my gosh, you guys are fucking fabulous. 200,000 likes. How did
I
we?
don't cheat. So you can take that shit and shove it.
Who said you cheat?
Amanda Lynn.
Was Amanda Lynn new?
I don't know, but she can leave.
I think she used to come in. I think that's the same Amanda Lynn that used to come in and say that before. No, Amanda Lynn, he saw your charcuterie board down there and he's like, no thank you, ma'am. I'll take the old lady with the floppy lips instead of that charcuterie.
That thing stinks anyhow.
Oh, it smells like fish? Yeah, we don't like fishy smells.
Listen, 39 years of being married, I have no reason to cheat.
I'm not afraid. Say it's true. Oh, I hope you know I'll carry you on. Whether it's tonight or 55 years down the road. Oh, I know there's so many ways that could go. Don't want you to wonder, darling, I need you to know.
We keep it real, Laura. Damn right, Kate.
No false pretenses here, that's for damn sure.
I love my wife.
Now he's lying out his ass, y'all. We met at work, I was just out of high school and he's 5 years older than me, but we met at work. I do not make I cook sauerkraut. We had sauerkraut and pork and kielbasa last night, but I don't make it from scratch. And yes, I did make the kolaczkis. Which actually, I need to make up a box to take out there. So maybe I will go while my meat's cooking. Turn that on low. I'm gonna go out and grab some cookies. Because I want to take cookies tomorrow too. And then you can all yell at me about, why'd you make so many damn cookies?
I don't know, why you make so damn many cookies?
I don't know. Keep them occupied for a minute.
Keep them occupied.
I have to go out to the freezer to get the cookies.
They get enough trouble on their own. I don't need to occupy them.
And I'm probably sure Priscilla will not want cookies. She'll be like, Jen.
House smells good, John. Believe me, it does.
Got your big dreams on the big screens at the Georgia now. You're lonely in this city, lying with me.
Sing you a song. The dog will start barking if I sing. Yeah, Mike, we use gloves.
You're in your head right now.